Welcome to Nature's Glory Cabin Off-Road Edition. Today we're doing Hill Creek and the MFRP, Millers Fork Recreational Preserve. Recorded this July the 2nd, 23. Today we're going to show you, this is off the DBBB map. That coordinates there is the entrance to Hill Creek, and about halfway down you can see the red line going up. That's going into the MFRP. Here we are coming in the end of Hill Creek that most of the rock climbers use into the MFRP. The other end has the DBBB marker off Tip Top Road. This is off of Schumacher Road, the way we came in. So we're just going to do a little bit of the Hill Creek, some of the things that look a little interesting. Like there's a rock face coming up here on the right. They've graded this relatively recently. It's a little smoother than it was last year. Again, conditions can change, be prepared. We're going to get down here to the bottom of the hill. It's not marked, but there'll be a wide spot and a gravel road off to your right. I've got the coordinates marked, and that's where we'll turn to go back into the Millers Fork Recreational Preserve rock climbing area. So down here at the bottom of the hill you can see that, and the coordinates are going to pop up here in a second. And we're going to drive back here. Again, this is not part of the DBBB. It is maintained by Red River Climbing Coalition. And it's about a mile back in, and you can see this is the map from the DBBB, and then here's my map that shows the coordinates where it's at to turn. And it's relatively scenic. It runs along a creek. We had some picture taking opportunities. We took a few pictures. I sped this up. It's probably a mile back in here, and at the very end of it there's a parking lot, and there's quite a few cars on a regular basis back here. I'm told this is a very nice climbing area. Red River Gorge is world famous for its climbing. There are links in the description for the area as well. And if you're ever in an area and you want to stay in a cabin, we have a cabin that we rent when we're not using it. Nature's Glory Cabin. It's on the other side of the gorge, but it's the scenic part you drive through. And we're just going to zip back through here. It's a pretty good gravel road. There's some mud holes here and there. Folks come back through there in a regular car. I'm not sure I would do it. It's a little rougher at different times of the year. Most of the people you see back in here have some sort of pickup truck, something with a little extra clearance. But again, I've seen cars back here too. We're hoping to come back here in the winter. Maybe it'll be a little more scenic. We get a little snow. You can't see much past the trees at the moment. But they have hiking trails back here to get to the rock climbing areas. Again, off to the left is the creek we're running along next to. I've recorded all of this little part here because, as per I usually do, anytime I've got something new, I show the entire trail. Yes, it's sped up a little bit, but I wanted you to see everything. It's probably a 2-3 level. I guess one being a smooth gravel road. You've got some mud holes here and there. Some of them are deeper than others, but not unnavigable. When we get back in here, you'll see there's a bunch of other cars, and there's also a, I guess you'd call it a national park style toilet. It's a little more than a porta potty, a little less than a bathroom. Nice scenery. There's a nice rock. And we'll get back in here and it'll open up. There's a overflow parking area that we'll get to first, and then to the main parking area where we'll drive up to their sign and then turn around. I did abbreviate the ride going back because, once again, it's just an in and out. It doesn't make a loop of any kind. But this would be a nice little diversion if you've done Hill Creek before, to kind of take this off, get a little extra scenery, and turn around and go back, make a little longer ride out of it. This was a nice bright sunny day. You can see the reflection off the windshield occasionally. If you enjoy my videos, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. I try to put out something new every week to 2 weeks at the most. Occasionally a short for different reasons. Things about the cabin. We do a little cabin stuff, a little hiking stuff. Seems like we do more off-roading than anything else. My wife takes the pictures, I do the videos, and sometimes we mix them together. There will be a few of her pictures somewhere in this video on the second half. Okay, we've come up to the overflow parking area. We have been here when there's people in both lots. Very busy. So here we are now pulling into the main parking lot, and there's just a few cars here today. We're going to pull right up to, I guess what I would call the trailhead. You go left and right. You can see there's information here on Red River Gorge Climbing Coalition. And we're going to turn around and head back out the other way. Same way we came. As we back up here and swing off to the right, you can see the, slightly see the toilet that I was talking about. Pretty good sized parking lot. They can get quite a few cars in here. I see them from all over the country. They're right up in there. You can see that. Just barely can. There's a photo. This was a little earlier in the year when the Mount Laurel was blooming. And there's a few more along the creek. My wife takes the pictures. Anita R. Advanced Photography. If you follow our Facebook page, there's always a lot more on there. Now we're back to Hill Creek, and we're going to make a right here. If you take a left, it'll take you back the way you came. But we're going to go do the creek crossings and come out the other end. And there'll be some photos embedded where we stop. You see me head off like that to this one side or the other. I usually am positioning so she can get pictures. If you notice, I'm going to turn all the way around here so she can get pictures the other way. The nice thing about coming when nobody else is around, you can take more opportunities for things like this. I wouldn't do anything alone the first time until you get familiar with it. We do occasional rides if someone wants to join with us and go on some of these easy rides. Just get in contact with us, follow us on the Facebook page, Nature's Glory Cabin on Facebook page, and we usually say when we're going to be in the area. And if you want to ride with us, we'd be happy to have you. Water's been down this year. These crossings usually have more water in them. And some more photos. And there's some nice rock faces in here, some geologic formations that look pretty cool. And the trail itself is about a 2-3 level. A nice ride. Occasionally you might see some washouts, so pay attention, especially after we've had big rains. Here's the rock face I was talking about, and there's going to be some pictures here popping up. You can see that we're taking with my wife's camera. And there's a little, I don't know, rock shelter, I guess you'd call it, goes back under there. Now we're off again. We're getting close to the end. Comes out on Tip Top Road. Hope everybody's enjoyed this. Again, I'd appreciate it if you'd engage with me, like, subscribe, ask questions. We're happy to do it. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.